Hey y'all, IrixGuy here, and this is how to, well, this is at least how I'm going to season the Blackstone for the first time use. So this is factory, haven't cleaned it at all, haven't seasoned it, so I'm going to go through my process. You may have a different process, and that's completely acceptable. So you can see here I've got some dish soap and a paper towel. I put dish soap in with hot water. And I've got a paper towel, and I'm going to wipe this down. See, there's all kinds of junk in here. And that's just because it's, you know, it hasn't been used, it hasn't been cleaned, it hasn't been seasoned. I mean, this is, when you buy something and assemble it, it's going to have factory stuff on it. I mean, things are made in a factory, man. They're made in a factory. So I'm going to thoroughly clean this with dish soap. Now, I do want to mention, after I clean it the first time with dish soap, it's obviously not something you want to do because it's going to, you know, it could impart unpleasant flavors into your food. So this is just a first time cleaning after I assembled it. Just going to get it very thoroughly cleaned here. Now you may have a different technique, but since I'm out on my deck and I've got a water hose, why not just use it, man? Make this easy. And I did remove the grease pan from the back, because I don't really want to fill that up with soapy water. So I'm just going to thoroughly remove this this dishwater soap. Well, I shouldn't say dishwater. I should say warm water that has dish soap in it, because I don't want to leave any soapy residue on my Blackstone. And see, it drains out that back. And that's, you know, once I get this seasoned and start cooking with it, it's going to drain out the back, but it's going to be grease and bits of food and all that, and it's going to drain into the drip pan. But see, I put the drip pan over here so it's not getting water in it. Don't make it hard, man. Just work smarter, dude. So now I'm just waiting for the water to drain out. You can see I got all the soap off. So this is pretty much just water now. So I'm going to let it drain. And then I'm going to proceed to the next step, which involves the canola oil. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is start all of our burners. This is the first time starting it. There it goes. You can see that flame in there. Now I'm going to do the same with these other burners. That one's going. Plus, which is the maximum temperature. I don't see that one going yet. Okay, there they go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're all at maximum temperature. So what we're going to do now is time this. I guess it's probably going to take about 15 minutes. And we're going to watch the coloration. So I've set my, let's see, I'm setting my timer here. So when it gets to about there, where that little marker thing is, then that's when I ought to start seeing a coloration change. And likewise, being able to then apply the oil, which is going to start the seasoning process. And I want you to notice the color here, and we're only a minute or so in, but you can see this is the color, again, factory fresh. All that I've done is cleaned it with soapy, well, just dish soap and warm water. But we're going to start to see this color change. Okay, the time has passed. You can see I kept my time there, and you can see the color difference here now. So what I'm going to do is turn all the burners off. You kind of got to push in and turn off here, see? You do that, so now they're all off. And now what I'm going to do is let it cool down for just a little bit. Or actually, I'm not. I'm going to go ahead. This is canola oil. So I'm going to put you don't want to put too much oil. And again, you use your own judgment. That's how much I'm going to use. And then without burning my hands, I'm going to carefully spread this oil throughout the flat top here. So you can see I generously coated this with canola oil. Some people use other types of oils. And I got every little corner, including this inside. See this little piece right here? I got all of that. So I coated it all. And now what I got to do is fire it back up. And again, all 4 burners on maximum temperature. Those 2 are going. There goes that one and that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this they call this, I think they call it the smoke point or something. And this is going to take about 30 minutes. So I'm going to set my timer. And I'm going to let this go for 30 minutes. We're going to come back in 30 minutes. Okay, I've let it run a little bit over, but you can see now the color difference. Now what you can do is turn all your burners off. Turn all your burners off, and you can repeat the process. And I mean, again, matter of personal preference. You may need to do it 1 more time, 2 more times, maybe a little bit more than that. But look at that coloration. So I'm going to repeat the process a second time. I already layered on another layer of canola oil. I'm going to start all my burners. I'm going to set my timer for about 20 minutes. So my timer's set. So I'm going to check back in. And hopefully that time it'll be, it'll be a good black. You don't want to skimp out on your initial seasoning, because part of what makes the Blackstone so great is that, it's just an effortless cooking experience. And you don't want to fail to season it. You don't want to rush and try to get it out of the box and cook on it without properly seasoning it. But yeah, this should be I'm thinking this will probably be my last attempt at this. You can see it's smoking, and that's what you want. But I'm going to check back in again. I got my timer going here. I'm going to check back in, and this should be a good, pretty consistent black throughout. You can see right here, it's got a really black coloration there, but you look over here, you've got a more, I would say, kind of lighter. So yeah, definitely, at least for mine, more than 1 run with this. But yours may be different. Whoa, it's gotten dark. But I got my light, so we're going to check this out. Oh man, you can see that dark coloration. Honestly, I could go 1 more time, another coat of canola oil. And again, this is something you don't want to rush, so it's probably good to do it a 3rd time. Every Blackstone's different, but get you that good seasoned top before you start cooking on it. I mean, before you cook on it the first time, rather. That's what makes these things so great. Hope this video helped. If it did, be sure to subscribe. And when you do, ring that bell icon to be notified whenever I post another video. And be sure to check out my Blackstone videos playlist. I've got a lot of videos now and hundreds more videos coming soon. So if you have any suggestions, subscribe and comment below, and I'll try to address your question within an upcoming video here on IrixGuy's Adventure Channel, youtube.com/IrixGuy. And don't forget to ring that bell icon when you subscribe to be notified whenever I post another video. Oh, if you feel really good about this, you can super thanks me. There's a little button down below that says thanks. And check this out. Speaking of down below, and I'm going to flash them with the light here. You see that? Check this out. Hey, George Cooney. That's George Cooney. He said, I smell your Blackstone seasoning. Yep, he does. So scraps never go to waste, thanks to George Cooney and crew. Y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, IrixGuy here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please be sure to subscribe to my channel, and when you do, ring that bell icon to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.